absolute pleasure to introduce Tony for his 10 minutes this week.
I actually thought you said selfish then, not selfish. Just yeah. Right, who are we? We're the Steve Bernard Foundation. Unfortunately, I had the worst nightmare that any parent can have by losing my son, who was 18 at university. So when we lost him, we decided to set up a sports charity. Stevie was a very talented sportsman. He'd had his England schoolboy trials for football. He'd done the triathlon. He was in the girls' magazine as one of the stars to look forward to, young stars. And as you can see, he's a good-looking lad, so that's definitely from my wife, not from me, because I know a lot of you are looking, thinking, how the hell? And he is mine, paternity tested, yes, everything like that. So, Stevie B, that's him the night before he got killed in Chichester, playing for the local semi-professional team there. That's me with him there, and that's his younger brother who does all the crazy challenges alongside us all. He's now a school teacher at Baden-Powell locally. He followed his boy. So, what do we do? These are some of the projects that we've done. This is a school teacher at Bournemouth School for Girls. He's in the London Marathon and achieving great things in the disability world. We support gymnastic schools for the coaching. So that lady there became a level 1 coach. In gymnastics, it starts level 3, level 2, level 1, and then they become international standards. The lad there, Abel, he was a lad we bought some goggles for so he can play football. He's now the top goal scorer for his team in Litchett Matravis. And the other lad there, Santiago, we bought him a trike. So he can now join in all the sports with all the kids. And obviously what it tells you on there, we've raised over £750,000 because we're all volunteers. Everything's run from my front room, that's the headquarters. So there's no overheads. The only things we pay for is the insurance to be on the charity commission and limited companies, all those sort of stupid fees you have to pay. You know, you've got no rights to ignore them. We've supported over 950 projects now, and actually it's 79 different sports because we've just supported a school for curling. And if most of you sit down, how many sports can you actually think about? And there's actually a lot more than 79. You know, it's incredible. I thought there was about 10 when we started off, because when we started in 2006, we just thought there'd be a few sports, and the things have come out, even paddleboard now, you know, someone had the thing there, that's a new sport. You know, it's come out, so yeah, it's really good on that. How do we raise funds? Well, we do all sorts of projects, and Joe's been on most of them. Is another, what I class as a gullible idiot. We turn around, we go, we're going to cycle from Rome in Italy back to Bournemouth. And I thought we'd get about 3 or 4 people do it, myself included. And how many was there? 16 of us actually did it. 100 miles a day. We had to cycle through the Alps. And it took us 14 days of doing all that. And it was a 35 degrees centigrade when we started. But when we got to France, it was about 12 degrees, wasn't it? You know, we didn't plan that very well. No one had gloves. We was having to go out and buy gloves because it was bloody freezing. But we raised, I think, about £36,000, and we fitted out the gymnasium at the Victoria School, which is for SEN and severely disabled kids. So that was, you know, a really great project. That's my wife, Sue, and another trustee, Sue, there doing the tombola. We do fancy dress fun runs. That's allowed on Bournemouth Beach. Most people will like this sort of stuff. It's a wine tasting night. That's, you know, the sort of thing that most people like fundraising for when you can enjoy it. And we have the raffles, and that's some of the prizes we got for our raffle, which is this month. So there's another plug to make you buy tickets. We are a family charity, as I said. Oh, no photo come up on there. So there you go. That's me and my wife. We've been married 39 years this month. She's the actual linchpin of the family. She doesn't like this sort of stuff. She can't cope. She sort of folds when she has to talk about her son. And that's understandable. So she lets me get on with it, and then pulls me in when I'm trying to be too stupid and too rash on some of the fundraising bits that we do. Then there's my son Jacques. That's when he was running 3 marathons in 24 hours. And that, believe it or not, when he was on about mile 70, and he was still smiling. I mean, fair play to him. And for that money, I believe he supported 48 projects in local schools because he's a primary school teacher. So that's another great thing. And then we got the main man of the house. That's Rolo, our dog, who we adopted in COVID. He's 11 tomorrow, and he's just a complete nutcase, and he's my sanity, because we all need a crutch in life. I should have brought him today, because when everything gets on top of you, sometimes you just need a release, and you all as business people know that. Sometimes you get to a point where you think, oh, I've had enough today, and it's either a glass of wine, a pint of beer, or go to the gym. For me, it's walking him. He doesn't care. He just runs around and says, throw me a ball, and that's my sort of get things. And then we have some sporting ambassadors. So we've got Jiva Mentor, Chris Burnham-Smith, Adam Lallana and Jodie Craddock, all top-level sports people in the day, which for us, it means we're doing something right, because when you ask a local sports person to come on board with you, they have to trust you, and I believe what we're doing is right, and so do they. So they always help us when we ask them. We don't push too much for them, every so often. I mean, Adam there actually gave us that England shirt from the European finals when they beat Wales 2-1. England beat Wales 2-1. We beat Wales 2-1. And he actually gave us his kit. I mean, that is like rocking horse poo. But it shows how much he thinks of our charity by donating such a great thing. So, yeah. Who have we supported? Like I said, there's over 950 projects we've done in 19 years. Millie Wicks, keep an eye out for this young girl, because we've supported her over a few years now. She's just getting to the upper echelons now of fencing for GB. And she's just the loveliest girl as well. But the moment she puts that on, she's an absolute devil. Seriously, she changes. Not the red mist, but like it's, I'm going to kill you sort of thing. And she really is the nicest girl off the, I don't know what they call it, the catwalk or whatever they call it on there. And that's the Dorset Demons, the wheelchair netball team who we support. We've put one of the ladies through level 2 coaching, as well as supply all the kit, because most people, when you are in a disability situation, you don't have full-time work, and they always find the financial side quite difficult, and this is where we and you as supporters of our charity can help, because by giving us the money, we then can give it out to these talented sports people. And we've got some partners as well, which is the Victoria School. We help them every single year, and we raise money for them so they can have new kit, new equipment. We're trying to sort out a specialised sports day for them where we're going to bring in coaches so they can try out all the new sports. And this is Pool Athletics Disability. And we've bought the frame runners and all the wheelchairs there, and we've just put this lad through his level 2 coaching course now, so he can now, as I said last week, he can go all over the world now, training athletes, because now he's fully qualified, but he's not going all over the world. He's just staying at Pool Athletics to make the club more vibrant and, well, just great for the disability athletes. One of our biggest projects was the Beach Fitness Park, which is on the seafront, and that's a free-to-use fitness park. That was the money raised from one of our other big fundraising, and we're looking to put one now on the top of the cliff by the Cafe Riva, but BCP have been pains in the backside trying to get through the planning. Anyone that's in building will know, really trying to get planning officers to talk, as you know, Joe. You know, and I dare say, Steve there, you know, planning can be a right pain. We're trying to give them a £40,000 project free of charge. We've promised them we're going to do all the maintenance. So we're looking forward to getting on board and do that. And we'll see how that will go. So moving on to the how can you help us? Well, you can take on a challenge. You can sponsor us for the event, host a fundraiser, donate a prize, set up a direct debit, which I'm very grateful for Andrew with his company have done that, a direct monthly debit, you know, and one of the events previously, I'd like to say thank you to Nathan as well, with Victoria School. He sponsored the medals, what we've done for their sports day. So that's the sort of things that we can be supported by you guys, you know, because without you, we can't do anything. I look upon myself as the glue for all your kindness, so we bring it together and then we give it out together. So there's the QR code. If anyone wants to just click on that, and you can find out a bit more. Look on our Facebook pages and our LinkedIn, see what we do, how we do it, and that's it for me. So any questions?
I've got one question. You have any questions? All right, fine, we'll use that time. Everyone on your feet, please. I just want to give Tony a massive round of applause.